Hey, what's up? I'm struggling to find topics to cover, but I'm just trying to really do whatever comes to mind. I have a bunch of videos made, but some of them don't make it online. Another bald stream. I apologize for the fans and the AC unit if they turn on. I turn my noise or my noise gate off when I record. I just wanted to talk about. I'm in Stop Drinking on Reddit. I highly recommend it, and a Facebook group. And I always see people that are like a few days in or a weekend, and they're just like, I only have a week of sobriety, or I'm only 3 days in. And it's disheartening to see that, because I've been there too. I hated my first week. The 30 times I was on my first week, probably more. But it's better than no days or 1 day, right? And we've all been there. Someone who's made it to 3 months had to get through that week. Someone who made it to a year had to get through those 3 and 6 months, right? So it's like a lot of people get down on themselves because they don't have that much time, when in reality, like, any sober time is better than none. And you have to really internalize and remember that. But it's a mental game. It's like a mental warfare with yourself. I used to battle with it all the time. Like, if I were to have drank this weekend, right, it's like a 75% chance I'm definitely going to drink the following weekend, because I know my sober time's gone and I'd only have like 4 or 5 days by next weekend, 5-6 days. That was always a psychological issue with me when I drink. It was like, oh, I got no sober time, might as well drink. If I was below a month, I was much more apt to drink. And the longer I went, the chance would go down, but I would still inevitably drink. I've done it. I've been open about that in the past, about making it to 4 months, 3 months, 3 months, 2 months, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, you name it. And now I'm coming up on a year and 2 months finally, and it feels it's amazing, but it's always a battle. It's never fully won, and you have to stay resilient and keep reminding yourself. It's just disheartening to see people get really down on themselves, and I see people giving up a few years or a year of sobriety, and I see them post about it, and it's really aching them. I don't want to be that person. I mean, losing a year would crush me, and they're jumping, right back on it, and they're back to like a week already and whatnot. Because every single person that posts about a relapse, they always regret it. It was never worth it, and that's how it always was for me when I gave up 4 months, 3 months, so on and so forth. It was never worth it. And the hangover was always just as bad. That hangover, it's never better. It gets worse, if anything. But if you have even a day or two, be proud of yourself. And that's better than nothing. And people that do relapse, to me, it's not like, oh, it's all erased, you're back to day one, it's game over. To me, it's like, oh, okay. If I were to drink tonight, it'd be like, wow, okay, I drank once in over a year. That's sober time still there. That's still healing time. That's time you spent learning and recovering. Your body recovered. I don't feel like it's wasted time. Some people may disagree, but to me, if you do relapse after a year and then you get another year in, you've drank once in 2 years. That's a lot better than every weekend binge drinking, or even binge drinking twice a month or every day, whatever it is with your case. So sober time to me. But a lot of people get down on themselves. But you can't discredit that time. I disagree with some people on that topic. It's still very healthy time you put in. And just drinking once isn't going to throw you back and to where you would have been if you were habitually drinking that entire time. That's the way I look at it. But, so, regardless of where you are at, it's just a number. Granted, hitting milestones can be very important to some people. Some people don't track it at all. I track like the months normally. Definitely not like my first month I would track the days, but it's just like by the month now. I'm more so looking forward to like a year and a half, 2 years more than anything. But yeah, don't ever discredit yourself. Sober time is sober time. That's exactly what it is. And you have to get through the first week, the first month, the first 6 months to get further along. You know, everyone who has the sober time has done it. And everyone has their own way. Just something I've been seeing a lot of lately in some of these groups. And there's not much else. That's really it for this video. Take it easy.